Hey, True Believers England teen here, and yes, another batch of new comic book reviews. That's what I'm doing this weekend. I bought a whole bunch of comic books. I'm blowing them out, and even if they're older back issues, dang it, I'm going to do some sort of review just so I can justify the purchase. So here we go, gang. Obviously, the next Batman, we've got Ha Ha from Image Comics and Symbiot Spider-Man #2 lined up for you today. So kick back, relax, and let's get this party started. And of course, we're going to start off with the next Batman. This is an anthology book, so obviously it's going to be a bit uneven. I got to tell you, it starts off with John Ridley's take on the new Batman. I think it's Thomas Fox, who appeared before in Detective Comics and before Crisis and so forth. This is John Ridley's story, and I gotta tell you, John Ridley is quickly becoming one of my least favorite writers of comic books. Go back to the movies. Like 12 Years a Slave was a pretty decent movie. Just do that. That's your wheelhouse. Not writing for comic books, okay? Ah, goodness gracious. There is so much fake in here. Now, the dialogue doesn't feel real the bit between is this a brother, a mother? What's going on here? I'm not... Okay, so anyway, you got Thomas Fox, the magistrate's taken over Gotham. This is a story that goes through all three stories that are in this book. The real melodrama of this, or Mela, I don't know how you pronounce it anyway, is the whole kids are going to blood into the Bane gang. And all I heard ever since that is back to the Bane gang, do. It really is. Everything seems manufactured here. It doesn't seem like anything is coming from anything natural, if that makes any sense. I know, oh wait, it's all manufactured because they're writing it, and isn't that, yes, I understand that. But sometimes a story just feels natural with the characters, and sometimes it's like, hey, I want to do this because I want to say that. And that's what I'm getting from this storyline. It opens up with, I'm the real Batman. Well, you know, and Eric Breen said it perfect. They could have fixed the line with just one word, I'm the real Batman now, because it seems like it was forced. It was like really forced on the reader. This is who the Batman is now. Accept it. Yeah, it's future state, morons. We're accepting it, which made me think, is this part of the 5G, which seemed like that's the way they were going to go with DC Comics, and they knew they would get backlash, so they just kind of wanted to smack readers in the face and say, this is it, you're not getting Bruce Wayne back ever again? I don't know. Okay, so the second story is this one right here with the Outsiders. It sucks. I wish I could say more. I could tell you a little bit about the story. So, what's his name? The Signal's trying to get people out of Gotham. And he lands there, and there's Katana to meet him, and they're on the outside of Gotham, get it? Because they're outsiders. Oh, I hate this bit where she's blocking all the bullets with the swords and everything. I don't like the look either. I like the sleeker Katana look. Let's see. What can I find positive about this, the Outsiders story? Because by all means, I am seeing that we sacrificed Brian Hill's brilliant Batman in the Outsiders for this crap. What can I say positive? I didn't get a paper cut turning the pages. That's something, because here's something I'm not going to say a lot about. I'm not all that impressed with the story. The art is still decent. We're still looking at decent art as far as these future books are concerned. The future states still looks good. Unfortunately, it just suffers. There are some decent ideas and some things to explore. Why is Black Lightning pure energy now? Oh, yeah. We haven't gotten to that scene yet, because she's like, ha, 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 you want me to tell him now or wait until later? And kaboom, Black Lightning shows up, and he's pure energy. And, okay, so why is this? By the way, I like the fact that he's Black Lightning. Like, as he's coming down, the lightning is black, and like, why? Because he was named Black Lightning? He was named Black Lightning because he was created in the 70s. I guess you could give props for them taking the name and actually making something out of it. I gotta tell you, so far, 2 for 2, I'm just not interested in the stories they're telling. But what is this on the horizon? Yeah, my favorite story of the book is the Arkham Knight. The whole thing about... It's kind of like creating another Suicide Squad, really. because the Arkham Knight is going through Arkham and recruiting all of the inmates there. So you do get a pretty interesting team of of all these Arkham villains, and they're going against the magistrate and everything like that. I dug this. I like this story. At first, I was like, at this point, by the way, this story really had to win me over because I am just done with this book. It is way too expensive to be this bad. This is a $9 book. You don't want a $9 book to have 2 out of the 3 stories suck. But thankfully here, oh, by the way, we were wondering, is that Two-Face or Harvey Dent? Thankfully here, though, you get a good story. I wish there was more of this than there was of the other two. I understand they want to talk about the next Batman more than they want to talk about the next Batman's ex-villains. But damn, I want to see more of the villains. Okay, going to the independents. We've got number 1. So this is by the creators of the Ice Cream Man. If you haven't read Ice Cream Man, it's a pretty decent horror anthology book. And I gotta tell you, the last few issues of Ice Cream Man were a little weak, so I was a little iffy going into this one. And we meet this clown, this family, who the patriarch, the father, is a clown, and the mother has zero respect for him, none whatsoever. Puts him down, talks about how he's not making money. Of course, he's like, wait, this is how I pay the bills. And he goes to this Funville amusement park only to find out that, yeah, the amusement park is shutting down. So he's given his severance. He's sent on his way, and he's at a bank and trying to get... Oh, no, on his way out, he meets a friend, his best friend, as a matter of fact, who ends up mugging him. Says sorry in the whole 9 yards, but hey, what you gonna do? The town, there aren't any jobs, and he's got a family to feed as well. So he mugs him, and at least he's got his severance check, so he takes it to the bank, where he gets robbed. Yeah. So this guy's having a real bad day, and it just is all about that. It's just this big old walkthrough of this guy's bad day. Not a horror book. I thought this would be, yet another kind of horror anthology or something along those lines. I thought it would be more of along the lines of the Ice Cream Man, but it seems like, judging by this and the coming soon bit, it's more going to be a different, like one story about a different person every issue. So it's not, and I don't know if any of them are going to be horror. This is weird, by the way. So it doesn't exactly fit the horror element, but it sure is a lot of fun. And finally, we're going to end this with Symbiot Spider-Man number 2. So, Kidoki, how to bring this up? It's part of this whole King Dark Null thing that I'm not reading. But I got to admit, I do like the fact that it's got the Black Knight in it. And he's like, yeah, we're going to be fighting this. Do you have anything bigger than a sword? That actually does come up a couple of times. The fact that Black Knight is just this dude with a weird sword. But the big part of the story is where I think it's Ned Leeds turns into one of these shadow creatures and then chases J. Jonah Jameson around the Daily Bugle. That's the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. And I got to tell you, Peter David makes it fun. Now, granted, some of the jokes don't exactly land as well as they should, but still, it's just a fun book. I like this. This is actually the only Spider-Man I get on a regular basis. Like, I'll pick up Amazing Spider-Man here or there. This is the one that I like, and it's mainly due to Peter David. I love this bit where Spider-Man saves him, and he's still like, you'll pay for that skylight that you crashed through. I like seeing the Black Knight. As much as I put him down, as much as I understand others putting him down, I like the character. I just like the look of him. He looks cool. I know. It's just like a take on a medieval knight, but it works for me. Anyway, it is entertaining. The bit at the end where the shadow creature steals the sword from him, I guess we're supposed to think that this black sword that he's got is tied into the Black King, so the shadow creature kind of controls it better than the Black Knight does. Okay, it works for me. I'm willing to go on this ride with them. Take me away, Calgon and Peter David. And the fact that there's Kang and Rocket Raccoon, sure, I'm in for issue number 3. And I do like to close out with a bit of a recap. And I do line the books up from the one I liked least to the one I liked the best. And the one I like the least is, what, 2/3 of the next Batman. I just couldn't get into it. Fingers crossed the next issue will be better. Next up is Symbiot Spider-Man. And mind you, it is a fun book. It's a good book. I'm recommending it. That being said, the other ones were just a little bit better. I liked Ha-Ha. I like the character. I wish we were following him and a little bit more. I think there's more to be told with his story. But the best, in all honesty, I've got to go with that Future Night story at the back of the next Batman. Unfortunately, I can't recommend the book for just 1/3 of it, but still, it was the best thing I read this week, or in this batch. But that's just my opinion. What is yours? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to click like, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and comment if you haven't done it already. I'd like to get more comments than just the porn channels. Anyway, also go on over to Ko-Fi and Patreon. Drop $1 in the till. Helps keep the lights on and help me keep making videos for you. Thank everybody who's already done that. And to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.